It's time for Fast Five, baby.
Hooray! It's another episode of Fast Five. That's not Jay Walker.
Good thing.
True or false? With the Saints' recent shootout of the Dolphins in London and their young defense improving, will they finish in the top half of the NFL on defense by season's end?
Oh, yeah, Cat. And I'm fired up, too. We got Lester Hayes now. Check that. You might know him better as Ken Creepy Crawley. All of a sudden, the Cat comes in, starts shutting down receivers all over the place. We got Delvin Breaux, who's the best cornerback, even better than Lester Hayes to begin with. He's coming back. All of the young guys on defense going to continue to just get better. So they're going to barely sneak into the top half. I'll give you that. But they're going to sneak into the top half nonetheless.
They just shut out a team. They took care of Carolina, and they're still the fourth worst defense in the league. This team is going to have injuries. Granted, they're young. They ain't going to be ranked 16th or better by season's end. No way.
Battle round. Who's most to blame for LSU's football season going awry?
How about Joe Oliva, big doofus? That guy isn't good at anything when it comes to being an athletic director. Where do I even start? Whether it be his hires, whether it be the ridiculous buyouts he puts in the contracts, whether it be him buckling to pressure from boosters, whether it be him having no social skills, and when the water starts to boil a little bit, guess who's nowhere to be found? Guess who doesn't want to have a quote? Guess who sends members of the media little emails when they say something bad about him? Joe Oliva is a terrible athletic director, and he's the athletic director at LSU. Guy is awful.
Well, it's hard for me to disagree with you there, but I will a little bit. The main guy, Ed Orgeron. Orgeron brings in Canada and Aranda, two high-profile coordinators, one on the offensive end, one on the defensive end, and he doesn't allow them to do what they want to do. Basically this offense looks like a Les Miles offense right now, and the defense is not the LSU defense of old. So for LSU, getting off to a mediocre at best start for them.
Donkey round. In 7 seconds or less, who will represent the AL and NL in the World Series?
I'm going to go with the Indians and Nationals because the Astros don't know who their Game 1 starting pitcher is going to be, and that's bad.
The Houston Astros will be in the World Series. This guy hates his own team, and they're going to play the LA Dodgers. Steve and Jay.
Donkey round. In 7 seconds or less, will the return of James Willis as a defensive analyst help Louisiana's Raging Cajun defense improve?
A little bit, because all they can do is go up, right?
I'm going to say no, because it's still a talent thing. The Cajuns lack depth, they lack talent, so no.
It's time for the winner and loser of the week.
Winner of the week, I'm going to go with Les Miles. Cat's starting a new podcast. He doesn't have to listen to the criticism anymore. He's living the high life, and I'm sure he was pulling for LSU, but the bottom line remains is that LSU did something that he never did as the head coach of LSU. Lose to a non-conference opponent at home, lose to a Sun Belt Conference school. They allowed almost 200 rushing yards to one individual, so Les Miles is kicking right back and saying, hey, I don't look all that bad right now, do I? So Les Miles, your winner of the week.
He's also cashing checks worth over $1 million. The loser of the week is anybody that had the under on Monday Night Football and the Redskins +7, because the final play of the game, Washington's down 4. They're not going to win. They're 75 yards away. They try to do a little trickeration. Kansas City picks up a fumble, scores, covers the 7-point spread and the over. Now, you're a winner if you had parlayed over and KC, but you are a big-time loser on an awful bad beat this week if you had either one of those other things. And that is it for Fast Five.
Trickeration, I like that.
Steve, say something smart.
Well, I do like trickeration because when I was a kid, on my report card.
We'll see you next week.